Hey guys, this is Coach Bill with Fat Loss Made Easy. Hope you guys are having a great, what is today? Today's Tuesday, I think, isn't it? Yeah, today's Tuesday. I lost track what day it was, but I remember now. Hope you guys are having a great day today. I'm getting on here today just to go over a couple of questions that somebody had brought up. I still get questions about how we break our fast, or what why do we use bone broth first to break our fast with when we're doing an extended fast. Those of you that follow me know that Emily and I do alternate day fasting. We found this to be the best program for us, and it also is pretty much a great program for everybody. I did a video last week. I think I posted a blog post on some research on why the alternate day fasting seems to be the program that most people can follow. Science has shown us that the reason why most people can follow a alternate day fast is because they know that after they have a non-fasting day right after their fasting day. Most of the research was done on a 23-hour fast, like what we do. And when I do Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do true 23 1-hour fast, and on Saturdays, most of the time, we do a 20-hour fast. And then on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we do non-fasting days. Although we still fast, we don't eat breakfast at all. We work out in a fasted state, which our workout is at 9:30. But what I'm noticing on these group sites is when somebody is doing a longer fast, which could be a 20-hour fast or a 23-hour fast or a 36-hour fast, they seem to be breaking their fast by overly eating foods, processed foods especially, which is the wrong way to go. So the tip for you guys today that are doing these extended fastings, especially on your longer ones, the ones that are 23 hours or longer, you may really want to break your fast with something nourishing, something that is very easy on your gut when you first break your fast. I'm noticing that a lot of these health professionals that have been doing intermittent fasting or alternate day fastings, or these low fat or high fat, low carb meals, and then combining them with fasting, they're actually getting on the YouTube and they're talking more about what the benefits are by breaking your fast properly. So this week, those of you that followed me on my last few videos know that Emily and I did a 3-day bone broth fast last week. By the way, this is my fasting day. So we're doing a 23-hour fast, and this is just black coffee. It's not my fat coffee. And so this week, what Emily and I are doing is we're going to be breaking our fast. And this is really, if you think about it and look at the benefits of bone broth, all the nutrients that are in it, especially when it comes to minerals, good source of protein. It has some omegas also. But anyway, if you go back and you go back to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it, and find the video that we talk about the bone broth fast. And actually, there's a blog post on there in the description section, and it gives you all the different benefits that bone broth offers. And so you've heard me talk about how important it is to be able to break your extended bone broth or your extended fasting with something that is lean, something that is easy on the gut, because you guys have gone 23 to 36 hours without any calories at all. And so I guess I can't say it enough how important it is to break your fast when it's extended like that with something that's easy on the gut, because really you haven't eaten anything for a long period of time. So you really don't want to stuff your gut with processed fast foods or anything like that, or something very hard to digest at first. You want to actually get your gut ready for that good fat meal. Now, a lot of people, now the research I've talked about on alternate day fasting and why people are able to follow an alternate day fast program very easily. The research actually took people who would on their non-fasting days eat whatever they wanted, and that meant whatever they wanted. It meant anything, whatever. We don't practice that because we want to stay healthy, and we want to get the most benefits out of our fasts the following day. We want to stay in fat burning 24/7. Try to stay in it 7 days a week most of the time. And there's some times when we will have comfort foods, which will actually knock us out of fat burning, but not for a very long time. We don't do that very often. But we want to continually get the benefits from our program and what it offers as far as keeping us lean. We want to keep adding lean muscle. So we're going to, on our non-fasting days, obviously we're going to stay with the high-fat, low-carb meals. But what we really are looking to do is good gut health, especially during these times of this COVID-19, when your scientists have been telling us for over a year that the ones that have the least issues if they do contract COVID-19 are the ones that have strong immune systems. And so those of you that do follow me know that I talk about the gut and how important a good, healthy gut is for the immune system. 80% of your immune system is in your gut. Obviously, if you have a sick gut, then you're going to have a depressed immune system, which is not going to, or which is going to be an issue, especially during these times of these of the viruses that are flying around. Now we've got these other COVID-19 viruses that are flying around. And so it's very important that you keep your gut healthy. And so and that it also means that when you break these longer fasts, you want to make sure you break it with something that's going to benefit your gut. In my opinion, and probably in most other health professionals' opinions, breaking your fast, our fast is 23 hours. We call it 23-1 true fast. So at the 23-hour mark, we're going to break our fast with bone broth because of all the benefits, especially for those seniors out there. If you can go back and check out my video on our bone broth fast, look at the benefits. Bone broths have got a lot of collagen in it. What's collagen good for? Collagen is good for your skin, your hair, your nails. It's going to help slow premature aging, obviously, because of the collagen. It's going to help your skin. Those of you that are concerned about wrinkles, maybe you should add more collagen into your lifestyle. A lot of us, as we age, we don't utilize collagen as well as we did when we were younger. So obviously, we have to increase our collagen, but it has to be a good source. And bone broth is probably one of the best sources out there. But what is really good, gives you an advantage of breaking your fast with bone broth is the nutrients that are in bone broth, the minerals. Very, very important for someone who's aged like us, because most people our age don't get enough good minerals, and most of your vegetables and foods aren't going to have as much as they did decades ago. So you need to consume more good foods that have the collagen in it and the nutrients, the minerals, and so forth. And bone broth is very, very easy on the gut. And so what you're going to do here is at the 23-hour mark, we'll break it with bone broth, like I said. And we're going to prime the gut to get ready to have our main meal an hour after we break our fast. What do I mean by priming our gut? Well, what happens is that we are going to consume some kind of food, which is bone broth. and it's going to start to activate the digestive acids that we need to digest our food and to utilize the nutrients in those food properly. A lot of people have gut issues out there. A lot of people do. And it's all food driven. Most of you guys that have gut issues, it's food driven. It's the type of foods you're eating and when you're eating them. And you're not giving your gut enough you're not giving your gut a chance to heal itself, and plus you're filling your gut full of toxic chemicals by the processed foods you're eating and the water you're drinking. So obviously you're going to have an unhealthy gut, and that's why most people out there have some kind of lactose sensitivity or gluten intolerant. You know, it all boils down to an unhealthy gut. And until the public realizes that they got to change their lifestyle, they got to change their food and get away from the processed foods, then the gut issue is going to remain with us for decades on. I really don't see a lot of health professionals getting on YouTube here and trying to explain how important a healthy gut is to fight off most all diseases out there, especially with these new viruses flying around. And so that's the main reason why we're going to break our fast. We're going to all week we're going to be breaking our fast with bone broth, organic. And then an hour later, this week, this is what I'm doing. An hour later, after my bone broth, an hour later, I'm not going to have any solid food. I'm going to keep my gut. I'm going to eat something that's going to be still easy to digest for my gut. But it's going to be a full meal, but in a liquid form. So in my new cookbook that I'm about ready to publish here soon, I have a recipe in there for what I call a high-fat green veggie protein smoothie. That's going to be my main meal after I break my fast. And in that smoothie is going to be we're doing about a cup to a cup and a half of my homemade kefir, which is full of good nutrients, minerals, massive amounts of B vitamins, and massive amounts of good probiotics, which is going to help with my good gut bacteria. So not only am I going to break my fast with bone broth with all kinds of good nutrients, and it's very easy on my gut, an hour later I'm going to also be drinking I'm going to be eating or drinking a meal that has massive amounts of probiotics, which is good for my gut and the good gut bacteria. Massive amounts of B vitamins that I need. And so my body is going to be absorbing or utilizing these nutrients very quickly. It's going to be shoving it into my over trillion cells. So how much more healthier am I going to help my gut or actually help my immune system? Well, I'm also going to be consuming in that protein drink. There's going to be veggie protein powder. I'm also going to be adding on top of the bone broth, I'm going to be adding a scoop of organic collagen protein. So I'm going to be increasing my protein more. I'm going to be adding chia seed, which is a great source of minerals and omegas and protein. I'm also going to be doing my homemade yogurt, which is also probiotics. So look, you see what I'm doing here? Both these meals or both these drinks that I'm drinking is going to have massive amounts of good enzymes, digestive enzymes, and massive amounts of probiotics, minerals, and B vitamins. And so how much more, how happy is my gut going to be after this 23-hour fast of not having anything? It's going to be very simple for my gut to digest both these drinks that I'm going to be drinking. And on top of that, I'm just increasing the health of my gut. I'm increasing the amount of good gut bacteria to be able to kill off all the bad gut or the bad bacteria that, of course, we get from the environmental toxins. We can't get away from that. My main objective to all this is to boost my immune system up even higher, to be able to protect myself or prevent myself from getting these new type of viruses that are flying around. And even if I do contract some kind of a COVID-19 virus or whatever, which I haven't yet, but even if I do, at least I have my immune system at its peak to help fight off and recover from the virus or diseases very quickly without having to administer any kind of medical drug or anything, which I don't want to anyway. And so that's one reason why Emily and I are going to focus this next few weeks on really on how we are going to break our fast and to consume live nutrients that have huge amounts of benefits to help the immune system. So we're going to do this Tuesday, Thursday, and also Saturday. And then I'll probably, this might be my program for the rest of my life. We'll see how it works out. But it also be, what's the byproduct of breaking our fast this way? Well, we're going to really be in fat burning most of the time. So who knows? You know, I mean, I would, you know, I'm doing it for more of a health reason. But the byproduct, we also know, is going to help to burn more of that excess body fat off my abs and love handles, which is where I carry most of my fat anyway. I mean, I am down a lot leaner than I've ever been. I'm actually at my eighth grade weight, but of course I'm much stronger than I was in eighth grade. So guys, that's the tip. This is something you guys that are following me that might be doing extended fastings. Like I said, we do alternate day fasting, but if you're doing extended fasting, I would really recommend that to break your fast with something lean, something very easy on the gut. You know, even eating lean chicken is going to be kind of hard on the digestive tract. Meat especially doesn't matter if it's pasture raised. It's still going to be pretty hard when you're fasted for 23 hours to have a big piece of meat. It's going to be really hard, really bad if you break your fast with processed foods or sweets. You don't want to do that. I don't recommend that at all. But focus on something that's very healthy, and that's why we believe that to break a fast, the best way to go is with bone broth, organic bone broth. So go with that. Okay, guys. So guys, that's my tip for the day. I hope you saw some value in this. You can go to my Facebook group page, Fat Loss Made Easy. Join it. There's some fat burning recipes on there, and I have also some health tips on videos also. You can also go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it. There's also videos on there as well. Now you can go to Amazon.com, go to books, Kindle books. I do have some published books on there, so if you get a chance, go check them out. All you got to do is type in Bill Mabry once you hit the book section. And I actually have 3 books on there now. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the day, and we'll see you guys at the next video.